The secret's out. First alert weather days in effect there for your Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday because of the heat that we're honestly going to be feeling before then. It's just going to peak Sunday and Monday and Tuesday afternoons with heat index values at or above 100 degrees. Definitely not going to be wanting to spend too much time outside during the heat of the day, even as soon as this weekend, really. With those heat index values. But for Monday and for Tuesday, heavy impact there in the bus ride home from school, in recess as well. Just under the unrelenting sun, it will be dangerous, oppressive at times as well with that heat index. So we're getting you ready for those first alert weather days. Up until then, Saturday, I mean, it's still going to be hot and humid, just highs in the low 90s. Not as hot today. Still hot though. 88 degrees feels like the low 90s right now. A lot of sun overlooking the Queen City. A lot of people, a lot of folks taking advantage of it out there on the Ohio River where there's a boat convention in Covington this weekend. So we should see a lot of activity out there on the Ohio River. 88, again, very hot and humid there for your afternoon and evening plans tonight. But thankfully, the rain has come to an end. It has done that over the last several hours. We just had some heavy rain moving through parts of northern Boone, Kenton, Campbell counties, some stronger thunderstorms in parts of Grant County as well. But here in southwest Ohio, as well as southeastern Indiana, we've remained entirely dry, just hot and humid. We do have some extra thick clouds moving through parts of Maysville, just outside of the viewing area in Cynthiana, Robertson County. No rain expected with this, just heat, low 90s, and still parts of the area. Middletown 91, Lebanon at 90, Lunken Airport and Batavia as well as Hamilton all at 88 degrees, and Falmouth at 86, where we feel closer to 92 degrees right now. Still at 7:17 this evening, feeling the heat, feeling that humidity, putting it together, and it feels like 100 degrees still out in Lebanon in southern Warren County. So it's the humidity really driving the weather pattern as it does and as it has over this last several weeks. And tonight we're dropping into the upper 60s, so if you have any plans for your Friday evening, really no big weather impacts other than it's going to be muggy and sticky. If you're waiting in line or doing anything outside, you might be sweating, or at least a little shiny out there, but at least not because of the raindrops. Now your weekend ahead, hot and humid. No change to this forecast. We've been tracking a very hot and humid weekend for this weekend since this last weekend, but the change is not in the heat, it's in the storms, which we have afternoon chances both Saturday and Sunday, but we do want to give you that first alert there that on Sunday morning we actually have a greater chance for showers and storms, and it's because of that humidity overnight that we are able to tap into something stronger, which maybe even severe weather is possible for those north and west of Cincinnati. There's still a lot of uncertainty in this forecast, but we are watching for some stronger signals northwest of the area entirely for strong wind gusts, heavy rain, and frequent lightning. This is going to be diving in from the northwest, losing steam as it does so it's going to be weakening. That's good, but it may be strong enough to prompt a few severe weather warnings because of strong wind gusts. Again, this is Sunday morning starting around 3 to 4 o'clock in areas towards Decatur County, Fayette, Union counties, Franklin, and then also Butler County. Parts of Butler County, especially northwest Butler, are under that marginal risk for severe weather. Again, that is going to be for Sunday morning. That is forecast to clear the area by Sunday around 9 o'clock in the morning. Not a lot of impact to the plans, but maybe an impact to your sleep because we might be waking up to a few strong wind gusts up until that chance for showers and storms. So tonight and tomorrow, it's looking mostly dry. A stray shower possible for the heat of the day on Saturday after a morning, mostly sunny. A few clouds here and there. The clouds will get taller in the afternoon with the heat and the humidity. So especially in northern Kentucky where there's just a little bit more of that humidity, maybe seeing some showers and storms popping up around and south of the Ohio River. Losing steam as we see night falling into Saturday night. I think if you are hitting the town Saturday night, you don't need to worry about the storms because these are approaching from the northwest around 3 to 4 o'clock in the morning. And that's if they hold together, folks. Again, these are going to be weakening as they approach the tri-state, crossing into our viewing area around 4 o'clock northwest of Cincinnati, into Cincinnati around 5 to 6. Look at 7 o'clock. Notice a lot of weakening as this treks across the tri-state. And so very few in the realm of storms forecast for those down towards Bracken, Mason, Lewis, Adams, Brown, Highland County as well. You guys you'll get some rain more than likely. It's just not going to be as impactful as what we're seeing for those northwest of Cincinnati. And then here's 9, maybe a couple of leftover showers, but that's really it for that first line of showers and storms. Now the heat of the day, of course, heat seems to be the trend, right? A stray shower is possible Sunday afternoon, but the heaviest rain is going to be forecast before we even wake up, which leads me into my next piece of the weather story, which is going to be the heat, the humidity, excessive for both for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday afternoon. So heat index values are going to be at around or above 100 degrees. Pair that with a lot of sun, guys, it's going to be dangerous to be outside without the proper hydration, without taking plenty of breaks. And I know, we're starting to settle into that back to school attitude. And so Monday and Tuesday afternoons, even the early afternoons, are going to be rather hot and humid. We're just getting you ready for that because there's very few storms or storm chances as we get into the work week, which here's Monday afternoon. Late afternoon into the evening, I should say. A stray shower is possible, especially north and west of Cincinnati, but very little in the way of relief here locally. Tuesday, that's when we start to notice more activity out there on satellite and radar, especially the later and later we get into Tuesday night, in which that warm front will lift. We'll see temperatures climb a little bit into Wednesday, but overall the big weather story for Wednesday is not the heat, but rather the storms and the stormy relief coming after it. So expect scattered showers and thunderstorms from the beginning to the end of the day on Wednesday, somewhere in the tri-state. And then beyond Wednesday, Thursday looks fantastic. Friday even better with forecast highs. Still seasonal in the mid-80s for you summer lovers out there, but at least it's going to be pleasant to be outside for the first time in what feels like a long time. And we got the first alert weather days to prove it, too. Not 1, but 4 days and afternoons in the low 90s with heat index values nearing 100 degrees or surpassing that threshold for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, our first alert weather days. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday all have storm chances, but it's not until, besides Sunday morning, you have late Tuesday evening into early Wednesday that we're going to be seeing some more heavy rain popping on through the tri-state and then eventually bringing with it some greater storm chances on Wednesday afternoon ahead of a cold front that will change the weather pattern into next week, the second half of next week, with highs in the middle 80s. It's going to be clear, it's going to be comfortable, and we got partly cloudy skies as well. It's going to be fantastic. A nice change of pace, that's for sure, as we head into next week. And we'll see if it holds. It is still August, it is still summer. So therefore, it is just unpredictable when things happen. As soon as we get to the bottom of that temperature ladder, we seemingly go right back up to something more hot and humid, which very well possible once we get past this little dry streak for Thursday and Friday. At least there's a light at the end of the tunnel, right? We'll see if you have any questions coming on in. JD's tuning in. How am I doing today? And what's the weather for tomorrow? I'm doing great, and the weather tomorrow morning is looking good. Looking mild and muggy, maybe a little bit of fog. Thanks for tuning in. Melvin's tuning in. Hi, Erin. I know it's going to be hot tomorrow. Yes, hot tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday before showers and storms arrive on Wednesday. Early Wednesday morning. Late Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, but you guys get the point. Our next storms that are going to bring in some significant change to the tri-state and to our weather pattern, that's going to be on Wednesday, but keep in mind those showers and storms that are going to be arriving as soon as Sunday morning. It's going to be nocturnal, overnight, kind of in and out, but you might be waking up to some strong, maybe severe weather on Sunday morning. We're going to be keeping a pretty close eye on it. There's a lot of uncertainty in that forecast just because that is some new information coming on in. We'll let you know if anything changes here at Fox 19. But for now, signing off here in Queensgate, thank you so much for tuning in this Friday evening and have a great weekend ahead.